Good afternoon, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm getting there. One minute I'm feeling okay, and then the next minute I'm all stuffy and sneezy again. But with that being said, it's a beautiful day here in the Hudson Valley. The sun is shining. It's about 50 degrees, and all I want to do is go outside and do some yard work. But I'm trying to stay away because I really need to give myself a chance to get better. But I have a brand new Dollar Tree haul that I'm so excited to share with all of you. Every single item in this video, a buck and a coin. Every single item in this video came from the same locations throughout the Hudson Valley because that's where I am currently at, and that's in the state of New York. All right, grab that wish list, grab that emotional support pickle. We're ready to rock and roll. Alrighty, so we're gonna start off with something that had been on my wish list. And you guys are going to think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But, you know, we do a lot of bonfires. And when we go to the drag strip, you know, we always have a bonfire going and things like that. And when you got bonfires going and you're staying at the drag strip overnight, it's like a whole... Oh, it's hard to even describe because people that go to the drag strip, you know, go there for the racing. But if you are a racer and you stay at the track overnight... It's like a big family, and it is a party. So everyone's got their bonfires and stuff going, and sometimes people, you know, have music playing, or someone will have like a bunch of beer in their tent, but everybody tries to just kind of like not one-up each other, but make something unique and different. Like sometimes people bring fireworks, and it's all in a safe, controlled environment, but we all just try to have fun. And when I saw or heard about these coming to Dollar Tree, I was like, oh, I have to get some of this stuff. So it's called Go Fire, and it's basically for campfires. You can use it in your fireplace at home if you want, bonfires, fire pits, and it lasts for about an hour, depending on how big your bonfire is. But what they are, it's like this packet of powder, and it's out of a company here in New York. And what it does is it makes the flames all colorful, like blues and purples and yellows and greens. And I told you guys you were going to think I was crazy, but yeah, so I got 6 packs because I'm going to put them in the racing trailer. So when we hit the drag strips and we're ready to start rocking and rolling, and when we stay over and do our campfires, we have plenty of these powders. And then I also got extra because I know that someone's going to walk up and go, what do you got going on? And I'm going to be like, here you go, come check it out. So I'm looking forward to having fun with that. Housewares. I did find 1 cup and 1 cup only, but I thought it was so pretty. I love this color combination. It just works for me. It's got a nice lid. It's got a protective straw. And, you know, here's your lid. It does screw on top, and it's got like a rubber seal, and they can be kind of difficult, as you can tell, to get off. Oh my gosh, this one's really in there good. So that's a good thing, right? That you got that rubber seal all the way around. So I think it's just a pretty cup. I think it needs to be filled with some pink raspberry fresh lemonade. That sounds good. Alrighty, let's go over to a few foodie finds. I love my zingers. I really do. But my favorite zinger, you would think it would be chocolate, but it's not. It's the vanilla. So they had the, my sniffer's starting to come back. So they had 3 packs of chocolate, but I opted to get myself the vanilla ones because I do enjoy a zinger every now and then. And then I saw Miss Margot. Miss Margot, you know, hopefully she's feeling a bit better. Miss Margot, if you check out her channel, she's was recovering from a surgery that she had. So Margot, if you're watching, lots of hugs and big hugs and kisses for you. Hoping you're feeling better. But I saw Margot share these, and I was like, oh, I have to find them. Even though the Pringles come in the bigger containers, you know, sometimes you'll spend more for the snack size ones, but I like the smaller containers. Refill them. Anyways, they had sour cream and onion, and these are, how big are these? These are 2.5 ounces. So they had the sour cream ones. I grabbed them. I didn't check expiration dates. March 10th of 2026. You got plenty of time there. So I found the sour cream and onion. I found Funyuns, and they had 2 of them. They had this version, and then they had a real hot version, and I'm not all about that hot stuff. So I got one of those. And these are also, now that I'm thinking of it, because I like to set up when we're at the drag strip, you know, we have lots of people that come over and check out the cars. We have lots of other racer friends. And everybody kind of does their own things, like on their tables for foods and snacks. And I was thinking, you know, I grabbed some extra ones because I was like, these would be great little snacks to give to the kids or whatever. But these are Dorito minis, and these are the Cool Ranch flavors. So I ended up getting 3 of those. Now, I think I saw Margot also haul the nacho cheese, which I would have really loved to find, but I didn't find the nacho cheese. But I was happy with these. These are good until July 29th of 2025. So big date difference. And the Funyuns, I didn't even check the date. July 15th of 2025. So it's funny how the Pringles came up for March of 26. But keep an eye on your dates because, you know, that could be a deal maker for you, whether you want to purchase something or not. Alrighty, over by where you get all the socks. No, I have no socks. Everybody take a breath. But I do have something else from Peds. I had shown you, I don't remember how many pairs were on there, the trouser socks. I have them in my closet. I think there were 6 pairs. Well, I don't know how many of you still wear nylons. I do on occasion. But these are by Peds as well. Brand name. Regular control top, Peds Ultra Sheer Run Resistant. These are in black, and these are in the size queen. So I grabbed 2 pairs of these in the black and in the queen. I don't necessarily need the queen, but I like my nylons, I like them to be a little bit looser. I don't like to try to get in them for 25 minutes. So I tend to go a little bit bigger. And I'm one of those that I wear a pair of nylons once and then they're in the garbage. Even if they don't have a hole, they're in the garbage. I don't know why, but yes. So 2 pairs of black. They also had, and they basically had out by me all queen sizes. They didn't have any of the smaller sizes, but I also found the Peds in the run resistant with the Lycra in the nude in the queen. So I was able to come off with the nude and the black, which I think for $1 and a coin is a pretty good deal for nylons. Let's go over to something for the kitty cats, or this could be for a doggy friend as well. Mia loves these little toys, and these you get 2 in a little package. So these are Oreos. So they give you a little package here, which is like milk. What's cute about these is there's no squeaker in them, but I'll zip my lip for a second. Hear all that crunchy stuff? Mia loves these little toys. So I got one for her friend down the street and one for her. And then it has this little Oreo cookie. It's also got that crunchy stuff. But yeah, so I got 2 packages. I thought those were fun. Got them, you know, for Mia and one of her friends. Over in the kids aisle, there was a little bit going on. But I did find these 3 little characters from Barbie, and they're actually Barbie pets. This little dude here is so cute. He's a cute little dog. Looks like a pug. And then he's got a little bone, and then see his little purple collar and his hat, and he's got a little heart on his butt. So there's this little guy, but he doesn't have a name, so I'm not sure what his name is. And then they had this little dude here, which I thought was so cute. Look at the big stick in his mouth. And then a bone, which is an extra piece, and he's got this little green hat and a blue necklace. And last but not least, this little one here, which has got a little comb. And then I don't know if you can tell, right there is holding a butterfly. So I thought those were super cute. Alrighty, that's it for the kids department. In your hair department where you get your barrettes, they have so many different barrettes out and about. But I got these because these are just adorable. These would be perfect, not only in your hair, clip them on your Easter basket from the bunny. These are made by Scunchie, which is a brand name. I found 2 different colors. These are barrettes, but they're gorgeous. They're beaded. They're so pretty. So what I did was I took one here and started taking some off. So I said they're barrettes, but they're actually little clips. And here's what they actually look like. So the design is on the front and the back, and the beads are just adorable. And then there's your little clip. So perfect if, you know, you're doing something in your hair or whatever. I would probably put some of these, you could put some of these on your corkboard for decoration. Clip them on an Easter basket. They would just be so fun sitting in an Easter basket. I thought they were super fun. So I grabbed a couple packs of those actually. Makeup and beauty. Lots going on in makeup and beauty. Now, I always try to find things that go together. And I think I found a little something here that goes together for sure. This would be a gorgeous gift for Mother's Day, the Easter Bunny. All right, these are all going to be by the company Be Pure. This is a detangling comb with a shower handle. Look at these beautiful colors. So you've got this mint green and then all these rosebuds and then just hang it up in your shower. So we've got this. They also had to match a microfiber hair wrap and the colors match identical. The patterns are identical. So what a great little thing to go together. They also had these exfoliating bath gloves and look at that packaging. Isn't that pretty? You do have a little hole right here where you can check it out and feel it, but it matches everything here to a T. What a lovely little thing to put together, right? So continuing on, also by Be Pure, they had this little pedicure set. Again, staying with this mint green packaging, and then look at all the pieces you're getting in here. Also, again, that pattern is staying true with everything. The same type of pattern. They also, and I'm going to be giving this to someone. I think it's going to be giving it to my girlfriend, Danielle. They have this little towel scrunchie for your hair. Super pretty. There's more of the design on the back. They also had these little eye pads. So they had these circle ones, which are full of gel. But then they had these little under eye ones, and I couldn't make up my mind. I was like, you know what? Just going to get one of each. So talk about building a basket right there, right? Oh my gosh. And then they had this box here, which matches exactly as well. And this is color changing lip balm. So we're going to open this up. Check this out together. If I can get it open. There we go. But all the colors match. So pretty. I love that. It's perfect for gift giving. All right. Here is our lip. Let's see what we have. All right. So we're going to twist it. Ooh, look at the colors on that. Do you see the rose in the middle of the stick? That's inside the lipstick. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to do it right here on my hand because it says it's color changing, but I have lip gloss on, not lip gloss, my EOS on because my lips are so chapped. But let me just do a ziggle right here. And it says it's color changing. Oh, it's already starting to change color. There we go. It's coming up like a rosy pink color. Can you guys see it? I'll do a little bit more. And we'll just give it a second there. But here it comes. Right there. Here it comes. I do smell something, but I can't honestly tell you what it is. So there's that color. I'm not sure how well it's coming across there. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Color changing lip balm. Here it comes. More of a pinky is starting to come out. There it is right there. Love it. This is so cool. Look at that flower there on the inside. That is awesome. And again, that packaging is matching everything. Two cools, man. Okay. Excuse me. Also by Be Pure, they had these packs of cosmetic brushes. You're going to get 8 in a package. That color is coming up more and more now. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Very pretty. There we go. How cute is that? It's got like a little zipper pouch here, which you can take out the paper part and then open into your brushes. Very pretty. They also had them in this beautiful lilac purple, which you guys know I'm totally digging that color. So there's 2 different colors to choose from, and they match everything I just showed you from Be Pure perfectly. The only other thing that I did find, and let me just, I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but if I think I take my tissue, can you see like the pinky on there? There it is. I always get those kinds of colors, like really light mauves and pinks. Anytime I do a color changing color, it gives me like pinkies and mauves. All right, these are back this year, and you're going to get 2 cases, and you can use them for cosmetic cases, any kind of case that you want. They're hard plastic. They're made by Sassy and Chic. You get a larger one and then a smaller one. They're perfect for putting in incidentals or medications, little doohickeys and whatchamacallits. They're great. Break it apart and give one to one and one to another, or keep it simply the way it is. They had a couple color tones. They had this one. They had another one, and I can't think of the color tone it was. My bad. But then they had this like very pretty lilac, and then this pink, which I think is really nice. Let me get my scissors here so I can show you guys. These are great for putting all kinds of stuff. Traveling. All right, so here is case number 1. Super simple. If you wanted to put a design on it, you could. It's got this little locking plastic piece that locks it down in place, and you really have a lot of room in there. It almost reminds me, it's a little bit bigger, but not too much, and you put it all in tin, it would remind me of like a Secrets. Who remembers the Secrets in a metal tin? Do you guys remember Secrets? And it had a little tissue that lined it, and it had the other part of the Secrets on top. Am I saying those right? Secrets? Is that right? I think so. It wasn't Certs, because those were the peppermints. I think they were called Secrets. Anyways, here's your other container, which I love this pinky purple. Again, you have this kind of latch on the front. Just pop it open, and there you go. Actually, I have a lighter right here. I'm just curious. Yep, there's a full-size Bic lighter right in that case right there. So if you're a smoker, you could probably fit a few different things in there. If you wanted to use that as a case, there you go. All right, everybody. Man, time just goes by so fast. I can't believe how fast everything flies by when I'm sitting here with all of you, but I do enjoy myself so much. And I want to say thank you to all of you. And I did put up some information about a giveaway yesterday in yesterday's video. All right, everybody, a big hug from me to all of you. And until next time, thank you all so much for watching. I really want to go outside and pull up some weeds. I just might do that. I know, my bad. Until next time, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.